Welcome back to this week's edition of Carolina Kart Scene, episode number 42. Mentioned last week I was going to try to go to Sugar Tit to one run and also to get some footage from different races. But as everybody knows, or in this area, you'll see that it rained a lot in upstate South Carolina. I think the only track in South Carolina that was able to pull it off was Kershaw, which is more east. And also I think Liberty was the only one in North Carolina, if I'm not mistaken, that was able to run. So we'll talk about some tracks that released some schedules. We'll talk about some other different news coming up. And so let's get into it. In racetrack news, we talked about B&B Kartway, which is the former Mitchell Speedway that was asphalt. And B&B went and put dirt on top of the track. Really nice layout, really great facility they have. They really actually had a test session this past Friday and Saturday with karts coming out and testing out the surface. So they've also released a schedule. There is one unique schedule conflict with a nearby racetrack, so it's going to be really interesting when that time comes to see what comes up. They also put out all of their classes they're going to have. They do have two very interesting things on their lineup, is that there is no red plate whatsoever, so that's going to be really interesting. And then also they have a class for newcomer Hobby 375, and that's really, I think, a great idea to get more people out there. Very first time, you don't want to throw them in with a class that is, even though there might be a new person, might be 20 years old, and they have no experience, it gives them an opportunity to kind of learn and then move into the other classes. There's going to be a combination of both Reaper tires and open tire events, so that's going to be really good to see the opportunity to run a couple of different tires for individuals. It looks like all the junior classes are going to be on Reapers also. So hopefully the best of luck to them, and hopefully you get out and race with them and have some fun. In race series news, Terry Odom Promotions has released their 2024 schedule, and it looks like they have about 15 different races running from January the 26th all the way to December 28th of next year. Several different racetracks in eastern North Carolina and also South Carolina, and one in Florida. Looks like they're going to be a Paradise, Triple T, Tri-County, Low Country, a lot of different tracks, and also Callahan looks like it'll be twice that they're running into. So definitely interesting, and hopefully I can get out to a couple of events myself and hopefully be able to film with them and able to showcase some of the racing that goes on. So good opportunity for a lot of different racers to get out and race with them. So hopefully you have some fun at those events. In other scheduling news, Tri-County Kartway has also put out a schedule for 2024. They've got a lot of different dates that are coming up. They are having a change of promoters and promotion companies that are going to be taking over the track. Really great to see that facility continue to run next year. It's always a great surface that puts on a great show. I've posted several videos in the past about all the racing that goes on there, so it's good to see that they will be running again next year. They did not have the Christmas race they normally have at the beginning of December because of Mother Nature just postponed everything. They have not posted a makeup date yet, so it's going to be interesting to see what date they're going to be able to get the race into. So definitely check out their Facebook page, and hopefully we'll see something in the near future about that makeup date. Also running on December 16th is going to be New Outback Speedway in Gray Court, South Carolina. They're going to have several different classes. They're also going to have a mixture of Reaper and open tire events. They also have a traded class that is going to run on this particular day. Looks like gates open up at 11 and practice start at 1. So always a great little small track and a great facility. So definitely something to get out to and run and have some fun. Another racing on December 16th in North Carolina is going to be Triple T Raceway in St. Paul's, North Carolina. They're going to be having the Backyards Nationals on the 16th. Now, traditionally, this would have been their Christmas race, but because of all the weather we've had this year and cancellations, they've elected to push this to the Backyard Nationals, and it's going to be a double points race for them. Again, always a great facility, really fast raceway that they do have. Looks like they're going to have parking from 4 to 9 on Friday night, and then their racing is going to gates open at 9 a.m. with practice start at 11:30 p.m. Recently went through this area, still a lot of construction on the interstate, so definitely take your time, and hopefully you'll get out there safely. And again, hopefully you get out there and race, because it's always a nice facility and a nice race that they put on. A track running in Georgia is High Rev Speedway in Nashville, Georgia. They're going to be running on December the 16th. Definitely check out their Facebook page for their final point series for this particular track. Looks like gates open up at 12 p.m. with practice start at 2 p.m. So definitely get out and run with them.